Everyone in town knew the mansion on Willow Lane with its endless gardens, 12-car garage, and that eerie, unspoken truth: no maid ever lasted. Some quit by lunch, others ran out, shaking, but none survived more than a week. Why? One name: Isabel Riker. Elegant, blonde, impossibly composed. A woman in her early 30s, married to Malcolm Riker, a silver-haired millionaire, old enough to be her father. In public, she was perfection. Inside the mansion, a silent storm. Isabel didn't yell. She sliced with words, threw dishes with precision. Her presence alone could spoil fresh flowers, until Naen walked in. It was raining the morning she arrived. A dark-skinned woman in a simple brown uniform and worn yellow gloves. Her eyes were tired, not from sleep, but from life. She needed this job for her 8-year-old son, Jamal. He was nonverbal. His therapy bills were mounting. When she entered, no one smiled. Even the butler barely acknowledged her. They all knew she wouldn't last. Start with the living room, Isabel called from upstairs. Naen obeyed. As she reached for a mop, her foot nudged a half-tipped bucket. Crash. Water spilled across the floor. Footsteps thundered. Then silence. Isabel stood above her, calm, cold, and slapped her. Even Malcolm, briefcase in hand, flinched, but said nothing. "Are you that stupid, or just lazy?" Isabel asked. Her eyes welled, but she didn't speak. She knelt and began to mop. "I asked you a question," Isabel barked. "I'm sorry, ma'am," Naen replied softly. "I'll do better." And just like that, the whispers started. She didn't quit. The staff watched in disbelief as Isabel tested her, burned her uniform, hid supplies, spilled wine, insulted her daily. Naen never fought back, not because she was weak, but because she understood something others didn't. Pain doesn't need to be passed on, Malcolm noticed. From afar, silent, maybe ashamed, one evening, Isabel threw a glass bottle near Nan's head. "Enough," Malcolm finally said. "She's not even flinching." "Doesn't that creep you out?" Isabel snapped. Nan knelt calmly. "No, ma'am, I've just seen worse." Malcolm didn't laugh. He looked at her, really looked, for the first time. Days passed. Then, one morning, Naen found Isabel sitting in the hallway, staring at her reflection. Her makeup was smeared, hair a mess. Naen didn't speak. She simply laid a towel beside her and walked away. That night, Naen came home to find Jamal asleep on the floor. She kissed his forehead, whispered, "2 more weeks, baby, and I can afford that appointment." Her cheek was still swollen, but she didn't cry. She knew something was shifting. Even Isabel's silence felt different. The next morning, Nan arranged Isabel's shoes neatly and left a small note. "Your favorite pair squeaks a little. I can take them to a cobbler if you'd like." No reply, but no insult either. Then came Thursday. Naen was finishing her rounds when she heard it, sobbing, loud, real. She followed the sound to the music room. Isabel was curled on the floor, makeup streaked, hugging her knees. "Go away," she muttered. Naen sat nearby, silent. "They said I'd never be enough for him," Isabel whispered. "Just a young body, a trophy." She laughed bitterly. "I thought if I controlled the house, I could control the fear. But every night, I see the girl they warned me about, angry, lost." She turned to Naen. "You keep showing up." "Why?" Nan's voice was steady. "Because you needed someone to stay." Isabel's lip trembled. "Why?" "Because I've been the woman no one stayed for. That night, everything changed. The next morning, Isabel entered the kitchen. No heels, no makeup, just a robe and slippers. She poured Naen a cup of coffee. "I don't know how to say thank you for not walking away." "You just did," Naen replied, hand trembling slightly. The mansion shifted, slowly but deeply. Isabel apologized, asked questions, stopped yelling, and Naen. She didn't just clean the house, she mended its broken pieces. One day, Malcolm came home early. He paused in the living room. There was Isabel, laughing, a real laugh, sitting on the floor beside Naen, learning how to fold linen napkins into swans. He blinked, stunned. The woman who once threw a vase in rage, now folding napkins with the maid who wouldn't leave. Later, Isabel waited for Naen in the hall. "Do you have a minute?" she asked. She led her to a guest suite. On the table sat a folder. "This is a scholarship fund," Isabel said, "for children with developmental disabilities." Nan's eyes filled. "You did this for your son and others like him," Isabel said. "I don't deserve this." Naen shook her head. "No, ma'am, but maybe I do." The next morning, the housekeeper made an announcement. "Naen has been promoted to head of household." Applause broke out. Even Malcolm clapped, but the proudest moment came when Nan returned home. Jamal ran into her arms. Tears streamed down her cheeks. "They see me now, baby, and one day they'll see you too." Moral: sometimes all it takes to change a heart hardened by pain is someone willing to stay when no one else would.